Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I am getting to that video I promised of you guys of showing you guys how I do my Madonna makeup. So, first I do want to get out of the way. Yes, Madonna has different styles. Like, she has changed her style throughout the years. So, I'm just going with my favorite style of hers. This might help you guys have a guide because she's kind of had some of the same stuff over the years, but it has changed. So, I just want to put that out there. And if you guys know me well, at this point, you know my favorite aesthetic of hers is by my favorite album of hers, Like a Virgin. So we're going to kind of go with this look with the drawn out eye, the heavy blush. It's just my favorite aesthetic, and this is the one I normally go for when I go with Madonna. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And let's get into a primer. I'm going to start with the Makeup Obsession Picture Perfect primer, which is just gonna eliminate my pores. So I want to use this because Madonna really doesn't have pores. Well, she is a celebrity, so we really don't see the pores. So I want to get rid of mine so it makes me look like I'm a photo finished cover of like an album or something. So that's my first step to mention. I put my primer on my T-zone, but you can really put it on whatever where you get your pores the most. I usually get them in my T-zone. So next we're going to go in with a skin tint because Madonna's very light with her makeup, so we don't want anything like heavy or full coverage. So I'm going in with my favorite skin tint, the Morphe 2 Hint Skin Tint in shade. So my phone decided to cut out while I was doing foundation. So I'm just going to tell you guys kind of what I went over. So like, I am using a skin tint because I imagine like a Virgin to be very like less, not full coverage. So I'm using a skin tint from Morphe 2, which is my favorite, in shade Hint of Ivory. Just kind of put that all over my face. I can't show you guys because my camera went out, but I just took a damn beauty blender and tapped that into my face because I wanted something very light and airy, because that's how I imagine Like a Virgin to be. And then I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer just under my eyes, because I want everything to look brand freaking new, you know? Because it's Like a Virgin. I want to look like a brand new baby. So we're going to conceal just under the eye, because in the 80s they really didn't do the whole thing. They did conceal in the 80s, which not a lot of people know, but they did. But it wasn't like the blah. They really just did under the eye, and it wasn't with concealer, it was with a lighter foundation, which is basically what concealer is. So we're just gonna blend this in, and so now for powder, I'm gonna go in with this old CoverGirl powder. I think it's from the 80s, so I can hear you guys rolling in your seats being like, oh my god, you're about to put that on your face? Yes! And I still have good skin, so I'm just gonna use this. It doesn't want to come out. If that's not 80s, I don't know what that is. It was powder. It was like a through of cocaine. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? If I get demonetized, do you know why? Alright, since not allowing this to come out, we're just going to use all over my record player. That much. And we're going to just go powder our face, because in the 80s they kind of did all over. Well, we kind of do now, but kind of. Keyword kind of. So I'm just going to go all over my face, pat that in, because we want to kind of look matte. Oh, and I'm using the NYX makeup brush in 3 to just rub that all over my face. And fun fact, back in 2016 when I started getting into makeup, this was my highlighting brush. If y'all remember 2016, y'all remember the craziness of highlighting. This was my highlighting brush. So I would walk to school with this freaking brush, like dip it in highlighter and just go boop. I thought that was acceptable. Oh, how times have changed. But yeah, I used powder. And next, we're going to go into everyone's favorite step for the 80s, blush. And if you know me, you know I love this Revlon blush in shade 14 Tickled Pink. As you can tell, I freaking have another pot of this back there. But we're going to kind of dip into it a lot. And as you can tell on the album cover, she has like heavy defined blush. So we're going to just do that like how she would in the album. Bring it up a little bit. Because I want to look like Madonna. That's my goal. And we're also going to use that blush to carve out. Because in the 80s, I know this because I just am about to bring out my camcorder to film videos for YouTube now. My phone cut out again. So I'm just going to recap what my phone decided to cut out. I used this CoverGirl powder. Just all over my face. You can use any powder. I just used this one. I don't think you can get this one. I think this is like really, really old. So yeah. I just used that all over my face. Then I used my favorite blush from Revlon, shade 14 Tickled Pink. And basically what we're doing is try to imitate her blush on the album cover, which is a lot right here, bringing down into the hollows of our cheeks. So we want to make sure that most of the product is right here and brought down to the hollows. Because we want to really define it, because back then that's how they would contour their faces, really. So I want to make it as authentic like normal. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to turn off my phone and then show you guys the next part so it doesn't cut out again. We are back. And next up is brows. We're going to do classic Madonna. She is very wild in how she does her stuff. So for brows, I'm not going for a lot. I'm just going to kind of just shape them out a little bit. Like, not do a lot. I just want to shape. And I'm going in with the NYX brow pencil. And that I freaking love. And we're just going to fill in our brows a little bit. And that's it for brows. Just gonna brush them out a little bit, make them very crazy, which is what we want. And next up is the eyes, which is gonna be the hardest part and most indie part. So I'm just gonna kind of show you guys what we're gonna try to do. And that is darken around here out and here out in a nude smoky eye. So I'll be back and we're gonna start with when I do my Madonna makeup, I love to use the Morphe 350 Supernatural Glow palette, which is literally perfect for this look because it's just nudes, which is perfect for a nude smoky eye. So I want to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into this middle shade of like the palette. And I'm going to want to pop that in the crease going up on both sides. I usually get my Madonna look from the Virgin tour. I'm going to make that look nicer, and I'll be right back. Okay, I kind of fixed it. You kind of want it blended out into like that 80s kind of look. I know it looks intense, but we're going to try to lighten it up because I just want a heavier base. So then we can use lots of lights instead of doing a lighter base and doing lots of lights and just losing the pigment. We want some pigment. So I'm now going to take like a still fluffy brush, but a more flat one. I'm going to go into the shade right above it, which is very light. And we're going to take that and just blend all over up to the brow. And I'll be right back with that. And then I mix the two. And now we're going to take a flat brush and go into a champagne color. We really want a champagne gold, which I'm going to go in with this one right here in the palette. And we're going to take that and kind of cut, but bring it over and up and over and up. And I'm just going to do that to both sides. And that is the smoky eye part of the shadow look. Next, we're going to do the liner. I finished off the eye with doing this top color right here all over it to really lighten it out. because it was really dark. So now we want to get a thin liner brush and go to a really dark black or a really dark brown, whatever one you have accessible to you. For this one, I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is one of the darkest ones on the palette. I'm just going to grab it, and we're going to start. You guys might not see this that good, but we're going to start right here, bring it out. We want to wing, bring it under. We're going to take it from above, bring it out into a wing. And we want it to get dark. I like to start out lighter and then add more pigment. Because if you fuck up, if you mess up, it's easier. I'm gonna have to cut that out. But it should kind of look like this. I'm just gonna real quick go make it darker and then do the other one so I can do more focus. I finished both eyes. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer on just a flat square brush. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna like just carve out per se the liner, and I'll get back to you when it's done. But yeah, we're just gonna do it to like clean up and make sure it looks all nice and pretty. But this is what it should look like, a nude with a really outliner. So I'll be back with you. So I finished the eyes. This is how they came out, very much like a fashion. Like, I don't think you can tell the difference. I'm Madonna. I wish. So, now for mascara. I don't know what she used, like most of the products. But I do know, nowadays, her favorite mascara is Too Faced Better Than Mascara. I think you all know that. And there is a drugstore dupe, because I don't want to pay that money. And it's L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That is the dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Mascara. So we're just going to use that and go on upper and bottom lashes. So I'll be right back when I'm done. Show my mascara so the eyes are completely done. And you guys then know what step is next. The most iconic part to Madonna. The beauty mark and the red lip. So, okay. So, for the beauty mark, I like to use the Wet n Wild eyeliner, because that's what I normally use for my 80s eyeliner, and I like to use it for the mole because it's like very pigmented and it's cheap. It's only 99 cents. So I like to use that. I have no evidence Madonna used a lip liner, but I think this red from House Laboratories really suits the red lipstick that I chose for Madonna. So I'm going to give you two options for the lipstick. Okay, so I do know nowadays for her iconic red lip, she uses one like this that stays on basically all day long. This one's from NYX. She doesn't use the NYX one, but she uses one like this because nowadays we have the technology in makeup to make it last all day. So this is what she likes to use nowadays. So if you want to pick up this one to do a Madonna look, you definitely can. But I want to stay as authentic to Madonna as I can. So this is the dupe for the exact lipstick she wore in the 80s. The lipstick she wore in the 80s is MAC Russian Red. If you know MAC, it was Madonna that made that lipstick popular. And of course, they duped it. This is Milani Matte Confident is the exact dupe for Russian Red. So I'm using this because it's the exact dupe for Madonna's lipstick. So I'm going to real quick go to that part. Start with the lip liner. I'm using the House Laboratories one in shade Supermodel. And we're going to line the upper part of our lip and the bottom. I do have to say, Lady Gaga's House Laboratories is iffy. I love Lady Gaga, but her makeup can be dodgy sometimes. I really want to try the foundation, but the best thing definitely is lip liners. It is worth the buy. I want every single shade because it is such a good lip liner. So I'll use that. And we're going to put on the lipstick next. So I'm just going to take it and do up, and bottom. I'm going to fix it up real quick, but that's what I'm going to do. I love it. It's a very, really nice red. And the formula is so good. It's creamy. Today's a sad day. I broke the lipstick. It fell. Oh no. As I was saying, the formula is really good, and I'm now going to have to get a second one because I just broke mine. But now we are going into the Beauty Mark. Madonna has hers on this side, if I remember correctly. Let's look at that one cover. Yeah, it's this side. Because we're going to be using this side, so we're just going to go. And right here. There we go. I'm just going to make mine a little bit more pigmented, but here's practically the finished Madonna look. So I'm going to finish it up, and we're going to take a real quick photo shoot, like a virgin photo shoot. Here we go. Next, stand by side. This is the finished like a virgin Madonna makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I loved it. I always love doing my Madonna makeup. Especially off Like a Virgin, which is her best album, in my opinion. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys. I forgot to say it, but a couple days ago was my 1-year anniversary on social media. So I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys have given me. I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. And I hope you guys have a rad day. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And next should be my music haul, like of all my music stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. Love you guys so much. Bye.